Lovely to meet you, Dolores. Are you the species of dinosaur called Tyrannosaurus Rex?
That's right, Mrs. Pteranodon. Rexville is the home of the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Who's there, Ma? Do we have company?
Oh, that's my daughter, Annie.
Annie, come meet our guests!
The following message has been transmitted from the request of the New York City Police Department and the Governor of New York State. At approximately 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, emergency officials confirmed the appearance of multiple unexplained dimensional rifts above New York City. The anomalies were first observed over Manhattan, before expanding into Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. Scientists are currently investigating the cause of these events, but no explanation has been confirmed. Witnesses have reported massive glowing purple and blue portals suspended high above the skyline. Many have also described powerful energy surges, loud rumbling noises, and unusual flashes of light surrounding the anomalies. Authorities cannot determine what lies beyond the portals, and there have been unconfirmed reports of unidentified objects and figures appearing within them. All residents of New York City are instructed to remain indoors, unless evacuation orders are issued for their area. Stay away from all visible portals, and do not attempt to approach, photograph, or enter any anomaly. Keep all doors and windows closed, charge electronic devices if possible, and continue monitoring local television, radio, and official emergency broadcasts for updated instructions. The New York City Police Department, Fire Department of New York, Emergency Medical Services, and state agencies have been deployed throughout the city. Several bridges, tunnels, parks, and major roadways may be temporarily closed, while emergency personnel establish safety zones around affected locations. Scientists continue to monitor the situation as federal, state, and local officials coordinate their response. Additional information will be released as it becomes available. Residents are urged to remain calm, cooperate with emergency personnel, and avoid spreading unverified information or rumors. Stay tuned to the station for further emergency information.
They're so happy when they sing, and when they're happy, we get more eggs.
People with your reality is no longer isolated. The barriers between worlds have collapsed. The gateways have opened, and there is no turning back. You have witnessed only the beginning. Countless universes now converge upon your own. Some come in peace, others do not die. Your governments cannot stop what is coming. Do not resist the inevitable. The multiverse has chosen its world. At the appointed time, the first wave will arrive. Watch the skies. Your reality is about to change forever.
A storm is on his way, which means we got a lot of wind.
Looky at that! It's a giant windy mill!
This is an official message. The previous emergency broadcast has been determined to be an unauthorized transmission. At this time, investigators believe the emergency alert system was interrupted by an unknown third party. The message you received was not issued by any authorized government agency. We sincerely apologize for any fear, confusion, or concern this incident may have caused. Officials are working to identify the source of the unauthorized transmission and prevent similar incidents from occurring. Residents are advised to ignore and disregard the unauthorized message.
We did it! The windmill stopped!
Ooh, so that's where those went.
Good afternoon. We have an important update regarding the mysterious portals that have appeared across New York City. Officials and scientists have begun analyzing the anomalies. Based on preliminary observations, they believe there are two different types of portals. The blue portals appear to be stable. At this time, there have been no reports of hostile activity originating from them. Several unidentified visitors have emerged peacefully and have not displayed aggressive behavior. However, authorities are warning the public to stay away from the red portals. Officials have confirmed that multiple hostile entities have emerged from these anomalies and have attacked emergency responders in several restricted areas. Law enforcement and emergency personnel have established security perimeters around every known red portal. Residents are urged to avoid these locations and immediately report any suspicious activity. Scientists continue to study both types of portals to determine why some appear peaceful while others are dangerous. Additional information will be released as it becomes available.
The following message has been transmitted from the request of the New York City Police Department and the Governor of New York State. At approximately 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time, emergency officials have confirmed new information regarding the unexplained dimensional portals that first appeared over New York City earlier today. Scientists have continued their investigation and have identified two distinct categories of anomalies based on their observed behavior. The blue portals have, at this time, shown no signs of hostile activity. Several unidentified individuals have peacefully emerged from these anomalies and have not displayed aggressive behavior toward civilians or emergency personnel. Although no immediate threat has been detected, residents are instructed to stay away from all blue portals while scientists continue their investigation. The red portals, however, have been confirmed to pose a significant danger. Authorities have received multiple reports of hostile entities emerging from these anomalies. These individuals have acted aggressively toward emergency responders and have caused several dangerous incidents near restricted areas. As a result, law enforcement officers and emergency personnel have established security perimeters around every known red portal. Residents are instructed to avoid all dimensional anomalies, regardless of their color. Do not approach, photograph, touch, or attempt to enter any portal. Anyone who witnesses suspicious activity near a portal should immediately report it to local authorities. Scientists, emergency management officials, and state agencies continue to monitor the situation as additional information becomes available. Please remain calm and continue following instructions from official government sources. Stay tuned to this station for further emergency information.
The following message has been transmitted from the request of the United States government and Federal Emergency Management Agency. We don't literally activate a civil danger warning during the national emergency crisis, but there is a reason to this alert. At approximately 1:40 p.m. Eastern Time, emergency officials have confirmed that additional red dimensional portals have begun opening outside New York. New anomalies have been reported in New Jersey, Florida, Maine, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Virginia, Maryland, Ohio, and several neighboring states. Scientists believe the phenomenon is spreading more rapidly than originally anticipated. Unlike the previously observed blue portals, which have remained stable and have shown no confirmed hostile activity, these newly formed red portals have been confirmed to produce hostile entities. Multiple dangerous encounters have been reported near affected locations, resulting in the immediate deployment of law enforcement, emergency medical services, and state emergency response teams. Security perimeters have been established around every known red portal while officials continue assessing the situation. Residents in the affected states are instructed to remain indoors whenever possible and avoid all restricted areas surrounding the anomalies. Do not approach, photograph, touch, or attempt to enter any portal, regardless of its appearance. If you observe unidentified individuals or unusual activity near a portal, leave the area immediately and report the incident to local authorities. Scientists continue studying both the blue and red portals in an effort to determine their origin and prevent additional anomalies from appearing. State and federal agencies are coordinating their response as more reports are received throughout the region. Please remain calm, follow instructions from emergency personnel, and continue monitoring local television, radio, and official emergency broadcasts for updated information.
Message has been transmitted at the request of the United States government and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Emergency officials have confirmed that large public disturbances have developed in several affected cities following the appearance of the dimensional portals. Crowds have gathered near restricted areas, resulting in dangerous conditions that are interfering with emergency operations. Residents are advised to avoid all areas experiencing civil unrest. Do not travel toward large crowds or restricted zones established by law enforcement. If you are already in an affected area, leave safely if possible and follow the directions of emergency personnel. Law enforcement agencies, emergency medical services, and the National Guard have been deployed to assist with public safety and to protect critical infrastructure while emergency operations continue. Officials remind the public that approaching any dimensional portal remains extremely dangerous. Please remain calm, stay indoors whenever possible, and rely only on official government announcements for accurate information. Scientists continue monitoring the portal phenomenon while emergency responders work to restore order and ensure public safety. Additional emergency updates will be issued as more verified information becomes available.
The following message has been transmitted at the request of the state of Hawaii and the governor of Hawaii. Emergency officials have confirmed that a large explosion has occurred on the island of Oahu, Hawaii. The cause of the explosion is currently under investigation. Emergency response teams have been dispatched to the affected area and are assessing damage to nearby infrastructure. Due to the possibility of additional explosions and other unidentified hazards, a mandatory evacuation has been ordered for residents within the designated emergency zones. If you are located in an evacuation area, leave immediately using routes identified by local authorities. Do not delay your departure to gather personal belongings. Residents outside the evacuation zones are advised to remain clear of the affected area and avoid unnecessary travel. Keep roads open for emergency vehicles and evacuation traffic. Follow the instructions of law enforcement and emergency personnel at all times. Hospitals, fire departments, and emergency management agencies are coordinating their response while officials continue investigating the incident. Shelters have been opened for displaced residents, and additional resources are being deployed as needed. Please remain calm and monitor local television, radio, and official emergency alerts for updated evacuation instructions and safety information. Further emergency messages will be issued as additional verified information becomes available.
Emergency action notification. All broadcast systems and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This cable system has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most cable systems will remain on the air, providing news and information to the public and assigned areas. This is Finity Digital Cable. We will continue to serve the Washington, D.C. area. If you are not in the Washington, D.C. area, you should tune to cable systems, providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Washington, D.C. area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency. You must listen to this message for your survival. The President of the United States or his designated representative will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system very shortly. Please stand by. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast systems and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This cable system has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most cable systems will remain on the air, providing news and information to the public and assigned areas. This is Finity Digital Cable. We will...
My fellow Americans, today, our nation is facing an unprecedented emergency unlike anything in our history. We ask every American to remain calm, stay informed, and carefully follow the instructions issued by emergency officials. Federal, state, tribal, territorial, and local agencies are working together to protect lives, assist affected communities, and coordinate a nationwide response. Emergency personnel, scientists, law enforcement officers, firefighters, emergency medical services, and members of the National Guard are responding around the clock. Your cooperation is essential as this situation continues to develop. Emergency officials have determined that the ongoing multiverse phenomenon has escalated into a nationwide emergency. Since the first unexplained dimensional portals appeared earlier today, additional anomalies have been confirmed in numerous states across the country. Scientists have identified two categories of portals:
blue portals have remained stable and, at this time, have shown no confirmed hostile activity. Red portals, however, have been associated with dangerous conditions and the appearance of hostile entities. Investigations into the origin of these anomalies remain ongoing. Several states have reported damage to roads, power systems, communications networks, and other critical infrastructure. Emergency response operations are continuing in every affected region. State governments are working alongside federal agencies to provide assistance, restore essential services, and support communities experiencing the greatest impacts. If local officials issue an evacuation order for your area, leave immediately using designated evacuation routes and follow all instructions from emergency personnel. If your area has not been ordered to evacuate, remain indoors whenever possible, avoid restricted zones, and stay away from all dimensional anomalies regardless of their appearance. Do not approach or attempt to enter any portal. Please remain calm and rely only on verified information from official government sources. Avoid spreading rumors or unconfirmed reports, as misinformation may interfere with emergency operations. Check on family members and neighbors when it is safe to do so, and keep emergency supplies readily available. Scientists continue working to better understand the phenomenon while emergency officials monitor conditions nationwide. Additional emergency messages will be transmitted as new information becomes available. Together, we will continue responding to this crisis with determination and cooperation. This concludes my message. Thank you and God bless the United States of America.
This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast systems and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This cable system has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most cable systems will remain on the air, providing news and information to the public and assigned areas. This is Fidelity Digital Cable. We will continue to serve the Washington, D.C. area. If you are not in the Washington, D.C. area, you should tune to cable systems, providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Washington, D.C. area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency.
The following message has been transmitted at the request of the United States government and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The National Information Center has issued the following nationwide update regarding the ongoing multiverse incident. Scientists and emergency officials have confirmed a significant change in the behavior of the dimensional anomalies. Over the past several minutes, entities that emerged from both the red and blue portals have begun to gradually disappear. According to preliminary observations, these beings are fading from our reality without warning. Researchers believe this change may be connected to the weakening energy signatures detected around the portals, although the exact cause remains unknown and continues to be investigated. Officials have also reported that several portals have begun shrinking in size and decreasing in energy output. Some anomalies have already collapsed completely, while others remain open and continue to be closely monitored by scientific teams and emergency personnel. Residents are reminded that all dimensional portals should still be considered hazardous. Do not approach, touch, photograph, or attempt to enter any remaining anomaly, regardless of its appearance. Although this development is considered encouraging, emergency officials are not declaring the crisis over at this time. Scientists continue monitoring the remaining portals to determine whether the disappearances are temporary or permanent. Emergency response operations will remain in effect until authorities confirm that all remaining anomalies have been safely contained or have naturally closed. The public is urged to remain calm, continue following instructions from local, state, and federal officials, and monitor official emergency broadcasts for additional updates. Additional information will be released as it becomes available.
following message has been transmitted at the request of the United States government and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. This is an all-clear message regarding the nationwide multiverse incident. Federal, state, and local authorities have confirmed that all known dimensional portals have closed. Scientists have completed extensive monitoring of the affected areas and have determined that the unusual energy readings associated with the phenomenon have returned to normal levels. The entities that emerged from both the red and blue portals have completely disappeared, and no new anomalies have been detected. Emergency response operations will begin transitioning into recovery efforts. Law enforcement, emergency medical services, firefighters, utility crews, and public works personnel will continue working in affected communities to restore essential services, inspect damaged infrastructure, and assist residents returning to normal daily activities. Residents may resume normal activities, unless otherwise instructed by local officials. Some roads, parks, and public facilities may remain temporarily closed, while inspections and cleanup operations continue. Please obey all posted signs and directions from emergency personnel. The United States government extends its sincere appreciation to emergency responders, healthcare workers, scientists, volunteers, and every citizen who cooperated throughout this unprecedented national emergency. Your patience, resilience, and cooperation played an important role in helping communities remain safe during this crisis. This concludes all nationwide emergency messages related to the multiverse incident. Thank you for your continued cooperation.